Aging is a journey, one that we all must take. But how we navigate this journey determines whether our golden years will be filled with joy, connection, and fulfillment, or frustration, loneliness, and regret. In today's video, we'll explore the 3 things you should never say, the 3 things you should never do, and the 3 places you should avoid as you age. These insights aren't just about avoiding mistakes. They're about creating a life that is vibrant, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. Stay with me until the end, because the wisdom you'll gain today might just change the way you experience your later years forever. And if you're new to Golden Years Balance, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your future self will thank you. Part 1. 3 things not to say. Number 1. I'm too old for that. The words we speak shape the reality we live in. When you tell yourself you're too old for something, you're placing unnecessary limits on your potential. Age is not a wall, it's a doorway to new possibilities. Every moment of life presents an opportunity to learn, grow, and experience something new. The belief that age is a barrier is often a self-imposed limitation rather than a true restriction. Take the story of Mr. Harris, an 82-year-old man who took up painting for the first time in his life. For decades, he admired artwork in galleries, believing that only the young could develop the skills necessary to create masterpieces. One day, he decided to challenge that belief. He bought a set of brushes, some paints, and a canvas, and he simply began. The initial strokes were uncertain, but he persisted. With time, patience, and practice, his work improved. Within a few years, his paintings were displayed in local galleries, earning admiration from art lovers and critics alike. He wasn't too old, he was just beginning. This story is not unique. There are countless examples of people who have defied age-related stereotypes to achieve remarkable things later in life. Consider Julia Child, who didn't publish her first cookbook until she was nearly 50. Or Colonel Sanders, who founded Kentucky Fried Chicken in his 60s. These individuals refused to let age define their potential. They embraced the idea that learning and success are not confined to youth. Instead of saying, I'm too old for that, try saying, I'm ready to learn something new. The language we use has a powerful impact on our mindset. When we frame age as an opportunity rather than an obstacle, we open ourselves up to new experiences and personal growth. The human brain remains capable of learning and adapting at any stage of life. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections, does not disappear with age. In fact, staying mentally and physically active helps maintain cognitive function and overall well-being. Changing your perspective on aging can also improve your health. Research shows that people who maintain a positive attitude about aging live longer, healthier lives. Those who engage in lifelong learning, stay socially active, and pursue new passions experience lower stress levels, greater happiness, and a stronger sense of purpose. If you ever catch yourself thinking you're too old to start something new, ask yourself, who told you that? Was it society, cultural norms, or your own self-doubt? Challenge those beliefs. Imagine the possibilities if you gave yourself permission to try, to explore, and to grow. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, traveling to a new country, or starting a new business, there's no expiration date on personal development. Life is not about reaching a certain age and stopping, it's about continuous evolution. So the next time you feel inclined to say, I'm too old for that, pause and reframe it. Say instead, why not me? Why not now? The only real limit is the one you place on yourself. Number 2, my best years are behind me, a dangerous belief that limits growth. One of the most dangerous beliefs we can adopt is the idea that life's best moments are behind us. This thought pattern, often fueled by nostalgia and regret, can prevent us from embracing new opportunities, forming meaningful relationships, and experiencing personal growth. When we believe that our peak has passed, we stop striving for new experiences, and in doing so, we deny ourselves the joy of living fully in the present. Aging is inevitable, but how we perceive aging determines the quality of our lives. When people say, my best years are behind me, what they often mean is that their youth, physical energy, or certain milestones, like career success, raising children, or youthful romance, are in the past. However, this perspective ignores the richness of the present and the potential of the future. Many people find their greatest joy, wisdom, and sense of purpose later in life. They have the freedom to explore passions they once set aside, deepen relationships with loved ones, and contribute meaningfully to their communities. History is filled with examples of individuals who achieved incredible things later in life. Laura Ingalls Wilder published her first book at 65. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 62. Grandma Moses began painting in her late 70s and became a famous artist. These examples remind us that the later years can be just as, if not more, fulfilling than the earlier ones. Take Helen, a 76-year-old woman who faced an empty house after her husband passed away. She could have chosen to dwell in grief, telling herself that her best years were gone. Instead, she made a bold decision. She sold her home, packed her bags, and travelled the world. Along the way, she made friends from different cultures, tasted foods she had never imagined, and created new memories that brought her immense joy. Helen's story isn't unique. There are countless people who decide in life to pick up a new hobby, start a new career, or simply shift their mindset to focus on the beauty of each moment. The best years of life are not dictated by age. They are determined by the willingness to embrace new experiences. Instead of saying, "My best years are behind me," shift the narrative, "The best is yet to come." Here are some ways to cultivate this mindset. Stay curious, learn a new skill, take a class, or read about topics that interest you. Build new connections. Make friends with people of different ages and backgrounds to bring fresh perspectives into your life. Prioritize health and wellness. A strong body and mind allow for more adventures and meaningful experiences. Practice gratitude. Focus on what you have now rather than what you've lost. Say yes more often. Opportunities often come when we are open to new experiences. Your best years aren't behind you. They are ahead, waiting for you to embrace them. Number 3, I don't want to be a burden. Many older adults hesitate to ask for help because they don't want to burden their loved ones. They may feel like they should be self-sufficient, not wanting to disrupt the lives of their children, grandchildren, or close friends. However, love doesn't see you as a burden. It sees you as family. True relationships are built on care, connection, and mutual support, not obligation or inconvenience. This feeling often comes from a deep sense of independence. Many older adults have spent their entire lives taking care of others, raising children, working hard to provide for their families, supporting friends through difficult times. When they start needing assistance, whether physically, emotionally, or financially, it can be difficult to accept. They might worry that asking for help will create stress or resentment in their loved ones. However, it's important to understand that relationships are not one-sided. Just as parents once took care of their children without seeing them as a burden, children and other loved ones often feel the same way about taking care of an aging family member. Love and care are reciprocal. One of my patients, Margaret, was a fiercely independent woman. Even in her late 70s, she insisted on doing everything herself, including grocery shopping. Her son had offered many times to help, but she always refused, saying, "I don't want to bother you. You have your own family to take care of." One day, while carrying too many bags up the stairs, Margaret lost her balance and fell. She suffered a minor fracture and had to be hospitalized for a few days. When her son found out what had happened, he was heartbroken. He told her, "Mom, taking care of you is not a burden, it's a privilege. I love you. Let me be there for you the way you've always been there for me." Margaret realised then that her refusal to accept help didn't protect her son. It hurt him. It made him feel left out of her life, as if she didn't trust him to care for her. She saw that asking for help wasn't about losing independence, but about allowing love to flow both ways. Instead of saying, "I don't want to be a burden," try saying, "I am grateful for the people who care about me." Gratitude shifts the focus from fear and guilt to appreciation and connection. Accepting help is not a sign of weakness. It is an acknowledgement of love. Think of it this way. If a dear friend or family member needed your help, would you see them as a burden? Most likely, you'd feel honoured to be there for them. The same applies when the roles are reversed. Accepting help allows others to express their love and kindness. It strengthens relationships and fosters deeper bonds. Human beings are not meant to go through life alone. We thrive in communities, in families, in friendships. There is no shame in needing support, whether that means asking for a ride, accepting help with daily tasks, or simply allowing someone to listen when you need to talk. Letting others help is not just about making things easier for yourself. It is about allowing them the opportunity to show their love and care. You are not a burden. You are cherished, valued, and deeply loved. Part 2. 3 things not to do. Number 1, don't isolate yourself. Stay connected for a healthier life. As we grow older, maintaining social connections becomes even more important. Loneliness is one of the biggest threats to health in old age. Studies show that social isolation can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, increasing the risk of heart disease, depression, dementia, and even premature death. Despite this, many older adults find themselves withdrawing from social life due to retirement, the loss of a spouse, health issues, or mobility challenges. However, staying connected is not just about having company. It's about maintaining emotional well-being, mental sharpness, and even physical health. John, a retired teacher, faced this reality when his wife passed away. After decades of companionship, he suddenly found himself alone in a quiet house, with no one to share his thoughts and daily routine. The loneliness was overwhelming. At first, he spent his days watching television and avoiding social gatherings. He felt like he had nothing left to contribute, and his world became smaller with each passing day. But one day, John decided to make a change. He joined a local community garden where volunteers of all ages worked together to grow fruits and vegetables. With his background in teaching, he naturally gravitated toward helping the younger volunteers learn about planting and gardening. As he shared his knowledge, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. The children appreciated his guidance, and fellow volunteers enjoyed his company. Over time, John built deep friendships with people of all ages, turning his loneliness into a fulfilling new chapter of life. If you find yourself feeling isolated, remember that there are many ways to reconnect with the world around you. Here are some simple and effective ways to stay socially engaged. Join a club or group. Whether it's a book club, a walking group, or a community centre, being part of a group gives you regular social interactions and something to look forward to. Volunteer. Helping others is a powerful way to find meaning and build new relationships. Consider volunteering at a local library, hospital, or charity organisation. Reconnect with old friends. Sometimes all it takes is a simple phone call. Reach out to an old friend or former colleague and invite them for coffee or a walk. Take a class. Learning a new skill such as painting, dancing, or playing a musical instrument can be a great way to meet like-minded people while keeping your mind active. Use technology to stay in touch. Video calls, social media, and messaging apps make it easier than ever to stay connected with family and friends, even if they live far away. Engage in intergenerational activities. Spending time with younger generations, whether it's through mentoring, family gatherings, or community programs, can bring fresh energy and perspective into your life. Human beings are social creatures, and meaningful connections are essential for overall well-being. Isolation can lead to sadness, while companionship fosters happiness and health. No matter your age or circumstances, there are always opportunities to engage with others. Take the first step today. Reach out, join a group, or simply have a conversation with a neighbour. Your heart, mind, and body will thank you for it. Number 2, don't neglect your health. Your body is your greatest asset. It is the foundation of your daily life, the vessel that carries you through experiences, joys, and challenges. Yet many older adults neglect their health, often assuming it's too late to start now. This couldn't be further from the truth. No matter your age, taking care of your body can lead to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. One of the biggest misconceptions about health in older age is that only drastic measures will make a difference. The reality is that even small, consistent efforts can lead to profound improvements. Simple habits such as walking for 30 minutes a day, drinking more water, and incorporating healthier foods into your diet can dramatically boost your well-being. Walking, for example, is one of the most accessible and effective forms of exercise. It improves cardiovascular health, strengthens muscles, and enhances balance, reducing the risk of falls, a common concern for older adults. Even if you start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day and gradually increase, your body will thank you. Similarly, hydration plays a crucial role in maintaining good health. As people age, their sense of thirst diminishes, making it easy to become dehydrated. Drinking enough water aids digestion, keeps joints lubricated, and supports cognitive function. A simple habit like keeping a glass of water nearby throughout the day can help prevent common issues like fatigue, headaches, and dizziness. Diet is another key factor in maintaining health. Many chronic conditions, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease, can be managed or even reversed through mindful eating. Choosing whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, while reducing processed foods and excess sugar, can improve energy levels, boost immunity, and support overall vitality. A common myth is that exercise and healthy habits only benefit younger individuals. However, research strongly contradicts this belief. Studies have shown that even people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond can experience significant health benefits when they adopt healthier lifestyles. For instance, a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that older adults who began exercising even later in life improved their heart health, increased mobility, and experienced enhanced mental well-being. Regular physical activity has also been linked to a lower risk of dementia, better sleep, and reduced stress levels. Beyond physical benefits, taking care of your health fosters independence. Many older adults fear becoming dependent on others for daily activities. Strengthening your body through exercise, proper nutrition, and hydration helps maintain mobility and self-sufficiency, allowing you to enjoy life on your own terms. Physical health is closely linked to mental and emotional well-being. Engaging in regular exercise releases endorphins, natural mood boosters that help combat anxiety and depression. Eating nutritious foods supports brain function, enhancing memory and cognitive abilities. Neglecting health, on the other hand, can lead to a decline in both physical and mental well-being. Chronic pain, fatigue, and illnesses can diminish quality of life, making everyday activities more difficult. But by prioritizing your health, you give yourself the best chance to enjoy life fully, pursue passions, and spend quality time with loved ones. Taking care of your health doesn't require major sacrifices. Start with small steps. Take a daily walk, even if it's just around the block. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. Add more vegetables to your meals. Stretch for a few minutes each day to maintain flexibility. Get regular checkups to monitor your health. Your body has served you through decades of life. Treat it with care, and it will continue to serve you well. It's never too late to make a positive change. Start today, and your future self will thank you. Number 3, don't overspend on things that don't matter. As we enter retirement, financial security becomes more important than ever. While it's natural to want to enjoy the fruits of our labour, many retirees fall into the trap of overspending, whether it's purchasing expensive luxury items, indulging in costly hobbies, or giving away too much money to family members. It's essential to recognise that financial stability in old age is about maintaining a healthy balance between enjoying life and ensuring long-term security. Many people believe that spending more equals more happiness, but studies consistently show that beyond meeting basic needs and modest comforts, material wealth does not significantly increase long-term happiness. The thrill of buying a brand new car, a high-end gadget, or designer clothing may be exciting at first, but that excitement quickly fades. In contrast, meaningful relationships, good health, and fulfilling experiences provide lasting joy. Instead of chasing after material possessions, ask yourself, does this truly add value to my life? Will this item improve my well-being or just momentarily satisfy a desire? Is there a more meaningful way to spend this money? By shifting focus from accumulating things to cultivating meaningful experiences, retirees can make more fulfilling financial decisions. One of the most common financial pitfalls for retirees is overgiving to family. It's natural to want to support children and grandchildren, but excessive financial help can create dependency rather than empowerment. Some retirees even put their own financial well-being at risk by covering a child's debts, paying for expensive weddings, or continually providing money for a comfortable lifestyle that their children should sustain on their own. While generosity is a beautiful quality, It's important to set boundaries. Your financial stability should come first, because if you run out of money, you may become dependent on others, which can create stress for both you and your loved ones. Instead of monetary gifts, consider offering wisdom, guidance, and practical life lessons that can help younger generations become financially responsible. Retirement is the perfect time to focus spending on things that bring true joy and fulfillment. Consider these more meaningful investments. Health and well-being. Prioritize good nutrition, exercise, preventive healthcare, and wellness activities. A strong, healthy body is far more valuable than any luxury item. Experiences over things. Travel, take a course, join a social group, or spend time in nature. These experiences create lifelong memories and keep the mind and spirit engaged. Personal growth. Invest in learning new skills, reading books, or exploring hobbies that bring you joy. Keeping the mind active can prevent cognitive decline and bring a deep sense of fulfillment. Charity and giving back. If generosity is important to you, consider donating to causes that align with your values. Supporting meaningful charities, volunteering, or mentoring young people can be more rewarding than unnecessary spending. A comfortable, not extravagant lifestyle. Upgrade your living space for comfort and safety rather than for appearance. Instead of a lavish home or luxury car, a cozy, practical environment that suits your needs is a better long-term investment. Financial security in retirement is about balance. It's important to enjoy life and use money wisely, but it's equally crucial to avoid the trap of excessive spending on things that don't truly matter. By focusing on what adds genuine value, retirees can live with greater peace of mind, contentment, and fulfillment, ensuring a comfortable and meaningful life for years to come. Part 3. 3 places not to go. Number 1. Don't go where you feel unwanted. Life is too short to waste time in places where you feel unwelcome, unappreciated, or disrespected. Whether it's a family member's home where you always feel like an outsider, a social group that excludes you, or an old friend's gathering where you sense indifference or hostility, you have the right to walk away. Your presence should be valued, not just tolerated. Recognizing this truth and acting on it is an important step towards self-respect and emotional well-being. Many people struggle with the idea of leaving behind environments that make them feel unwanted. We are conditioned to believe that we should endure discomfort, especially in family settings or long-term friendships. Society often tells us to make it work or not take things personally. However, forcing yourself to stay in places where you are not valued can erode your self-esteem, increase stress, and even lead to resentment. Instead of enduring discomfort for the sake of tradition or obligation, recognize that you have the power to choose where you spend your time and energy. You don't have to explain or justify why you choose to distance yourself from toxic environments. Prioritizing your emotional and mental well-being is reason enough. It's important to recognize when you are in a space that does not value you. Here are some signs you feel drained rather than uplifted. After spending time with certain people or in a particular place, do you feel exhausted, sad, or unworthy? If so, this may be a sign that the environment is not serving you. Your presence feels like an inconvenience. If people rarely acknowledge your contributions, exclude you from conversations, or make you feel like an afterthought, it's a sign that your presence is not genuinely appreciated. You constantly have to prove your worth. If you feel like you have to fight to be heard, accepted, or treated with kindness, the environment may not be right for you. True belonging does not require you to beg for acceptance. You experience repeated disrespect, whether it's subtle dismissiveness, outright rudeness, or emotional manipulation. A place where you are not respected is not where you should stay. Choosing respect over obligation. Walking away from unwelcoming spaces is not a sign of weakness, it's a declaration of self-respect. You are not obligated to stay where you are not valued. This doesn't mean you should avoid every difficult situation or never work through challenges in relationships. However, when efforts to build meaningful connections are one-sided, it's okay to stop trying. Choosing to leave can be difficult, especially if it involves family or long-time friends. However, distancing yourself does not mean cutting ties with love. It simply means setting boundaries. You can still care for people while also choosing to protect your own peace. Instead of staying in places where you feel unwanted, seek out environments where you're appreciated and respected. Surround yourself with people who genuinely enjoy your presence and show it through their actions. Listen to you, respect your thoughts, and encourage your growth. Make you feel valued, accepted, and safe. Life is too short to be spent in places where your worth is questioned. Choose to be where you are celebrated, not just tolerated. Number 2, don't go to stressful, overcrowded places. As we grow older, our bodies and minds become more sensitive to external stimuli, especially those found in stressful, overcrowded environments. The hustle and bustle of large crowds, the noise of traffic, and the overstimulation of chaotic places can quickly drain our energy. Our nervous system, which may have handled such stress effortlessly in our younger years, now reacts more intensely, leading to fatigue, anxiety, and even health issues such as high blood pressure and headaches. Overcrowded places, whether it's a packed shopping mall, a noisy bar, or a bustling city street, can be overwhelming. These environments often come with long lines, excessive noise, and unpredictable interactions that can leave us feeling exhausted rather than fulfilled. Large gatherings may also increase exposure to illnesses, which can be more challenging to recover from as we age. Additionally, stress from navigating these places can negatively affect our mood, making us feel irritable or mentally drained. Instead of subjecting ourselves to such environments, it's beneficial to seek out calm and relaxing places that promote inner peace and well-being. Consider spending time in nature, parks, botanical gardens, or lakesides, where fresh air and greenery can help lower stress levels and improve overall health. Studies have shown that exposure to natural settings can reduce cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress, while also boosting mood and cognitive function. Cozy cafes, quiet libraries, and small community centres are also wonderful alternatives. These places provide a peaceful atmosphere where one can enjoy a book, engage in a meaningful conversation, or simply sit and reflect. Engaging in activities like sipping tea in a tranquil cafe or taking a gentle walk in a peaceful neighbourhood can significantly enhance emotional and mental well-being. Social settings can still be enjoyable, but it's important to choose the right ones. Instead of going to a loud and crowded concert, consider attending a smaller acoustic performance or a classical music event where the ambience is more soothing. Rather than dining at a packed restaurant during peak hours, opt for an early lunch or a quiet dinner at a less busy location. The key is to prioritize environments that make you feel at ease rather than overwhelmed. Another important factor to consider is the company we keep. Being surrounded by calm, positive individuals can enhance our well-being, whereas being around stressed or chaotic people can have the opposite effect. Choose to spend time with those who uplift you and create a sense of peace in your life. By avoiding stressful, overcrowded places and choosing serene environments instead, we allow ourselves the opportunity to recharge, reflect, and enjoy life at a comfortable pace. Prioritizing our peace of mind is not a luxury, it is a necessity for maintaining good health and happiness as we age. Number 3, don't go to dangerous locations. Prioritize safety in your travels. Traveling is an enriching experience that broadens your horizons, introduces you to new cultures, and allows you to create unforgettable memories. However, no adventure is worth risking your safety. When planning a trip, it is crucial to avoid locations that pose significant dangers, whether due to crime, lack of infrastructure, or extreme environmental conditions. By taking precautions and making informed choices, you can ensure a safe and enjoyable journey. Before choosing a destination, conduct thorough research. Look into crime rates, political stability, and the availability of healthcare in the area. Government websites, travel advisories, and recent news reports can provide valuable insights into potential risks. Some regions may have high instances of theft, kidnapping, or violence, making them unsuitable for travellers. Additionally, political unrest or civil conflicts can escalate suddenly, posing serious threats to visitors. Apart from crime and political risks, consider health-related dangers. Some regions lack proper medical facilities, which could be life-threatening in case of an emergency. If an area is prone to disease outbreaks, such as malaria or dengue fever, it's best to reconsider your visit unless you are well prepared with vaccinations and protective measures. Some destinations may seem beautiful and adventurous, but lack essential infrastructure like reliable roads, communication networks, and emergency services. Remote locations with little access to hospitals, police assistance, or basic amenities can quickly turn into dangerous places if something goes wrong. For example, if you suffer an injury while trekking in an isolated mountainous area without nearby medical facilities, your situation could become life-threatening. Similarly, staying in a location with poor hygiene standards and contaminated water sources can expose you to severe illnesses. Always assess the accessibility and quality of emergency services before deciding to visit a place. Certain regions are prone to natural disasters such as earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. Traveling to these places without proper knowledge and preparation can put you at serious risk. Some areas also experience extreme temperatures, scorching heat in deserts, or freezing conditions in polar regions that can be life-threatening if you are not adequately equipped. If you plan to visit areas susceptible to natural disasters, monitor weather reports and emergency protocols. Avoid visiting during peak disaster seasons, such as hurricane season in coastal regions or monsoon season in tropical areas. Always have an evacuation plan and know the nearest emergency shelters. Regardless of how safe a destination may seem, always inform someone you trust about your travel itinerary. Share your accommodation details, expected return date, and emergency contacts. In case of unexpected situations such as getting lost, experiencing an accident, or facing security threats, having someone aware of your whereabouts can be crucial for your safety. Using technology to stay connected is also advisable. Keep your phone charged, use tracking apps, and consider carrying a personal safety alarm. If you're in an unfamiliar location, avoid walking alone at night or venturing into secluded areas. While travel is meant to be exciting and fulfilling, prioritizing safety is non-negotiable. By avoiding high-risk destinations, staying informed about potential dangers, and maintaining communication with others, you can ensure a smooth and secure journey. Remember, no experience is worth putting yourself in harm's way. Safe travels. The way we age is deeply influenced by the choices we make every day. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this: speak words that empower you. Words carry energy. The way we speak to ourselves and others shapes our reality. When you choose words of kindness, encouragement, and gratitude, you create a more positive and fulfilling life. Take actions that nourish you. Your body and mind deserve care. Every small choice, from the food you eat to the way you move, impacts your overall well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's a daily walk, learning a new skill, or simply spending time with loved ones. Choose environments that bring you peace. The people you surround yourself with, the places you spend time in, and even the media you consume affect your happiness. Seek out relationships and spaces that uplift you, helping you cultivate a sense of serenity and contentment. Your later years can be some of the most rewarding of your life if you embrace them with the right mindset. Aging is not about decline, it's about growth, wisdom, and deepening the joy in everyday moments. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What is one thing you'll start doing differently today? And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next video.